It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the rocket-armed Will Levis. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Oilers and the Lions coming up next.
From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Hewitt. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you got quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket,
third and short yardage, Levis. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and they hit. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
All the way down to the 16-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Levis throwing again. He brings it in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Levis from the shotgun. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, Levis. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring it 4th down. On is Nick Folk to attempt the field goal. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. The kick by Gano is good. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always
all set up now for 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. First down throw from Goff. Into traffic, complete. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a second-quarter lead. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game.
Third down, 1 yard to go. A tight end in motion now. On 3rd down, Pollard broke through the tackle. And it's a nice gain on the run. On is Nick Folk to attempt the field goal. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And this will remain a 4-point game.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. And And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is going to be a 32 coming off the edge, and it's blocked! We've arrived at halftime here in Detroit. The Lions defending their building. They've got the lead at the break. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium.
Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after this one. We're jumping past halftime and getting right back to the start of the second half. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Darius Davis to return it. And a decent return ends as they... Second and 3 now. Throwing again, it's Goff. Has it down close. Touchdown, Detroit. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. That's caught for the 1st. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard. Shotgun now for Levis. Gets this to OBJ. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Levis pushing his crew back to the line. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw Levis. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Oilers now within 1 score in the 4th. Calvin Ridley with the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap.
First and 10 now from the 30. Tight end going in motion here. First down, it's Goff. Laporta with the grab. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Lions make it a 9-point advantage. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line, the concentration.
The concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
Bates now for the point after. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions make it a 10-point ball game. Fox now to kick this one away. Jackson now to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. Throwing now on first down, Levis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Trying to work as fast as possible. After the sack, another pass on second down. Trying to push it deep. Big gain downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And it's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Intended target was Calvin Ridley. So that brings up second down. Levis setting to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it's going to be third and long. Here he is to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down from the red zone. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, who tied this game in the fourth. So with less than a minute and a half to play, they must recover this onside effort. And no luck, the Lions there to recover. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3-and-out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3-and-out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Montgomery now up the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.